मोदी सरकार के 1 साल पूरे होने पर मोदी सरकार के मंत्री मीडिया के सामने सरकार की उपलब्धियां बता रहे हैं। दिल्ली में वित्त मंत्री अरुण जेटली मीडिया से बात कर रहे हैं।
रूरल इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन, ग्रामीण सड़कें, रूरल एरियाज का इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन और रूरल एरियाज में हाउसिंग, इसको रोकता है। और इसलिए मैं बार बार ये कहता हूं कि 2013 का कानून ग्रामीण क्षेत्रों के खिलाफ था, किसानों के खिलाफ था, और ये जो उसकी कमजोरी है 2015 के अंदर ठीक की गई है।
33
Sir, you said that land bill will be one of the priorities of the government in the next session, the monsoon session. But the land bill is currently with the joint committee. The opposition, mainly the Congress, is insisting that they will not allow passage of land bill in the Rajya Sabha, despite it is being given to the joint committee.
You see, no political party has a right to say, I will not allow it to be passed. They have a right to vote against it. And when a political party says, I will vote against it, the numbers will eventually decide whether it is passed or not. And I think the numbers are very clear.
Yeah, Pooja.
Sir, the exports growth has been in double-digit negative zone for month after month now, and the Commerce Minister said that she believes, just like the RBI does, that the rupee needs to lose some value now. Your position has always been that it should be market determined, but do you think there's some scope for the rupee to be allowed to weaken a bit?
I have always believed, and I'm reiterating, it should be market determined. It must find its own level. Its real strength must be reflected. Also on this export growth, let this confusion be clarified that there are two overwhelming factors. The first, the fall in the oil prices. Now oil prices bring down your imports because we import a lot of oil. There is also a lot of oil products from our refineries that we export. Therefore, there is an 18% impact of oil in the export basket also. So when the oil prices come down, they impact on both. That is first factor. Secondly, the global slowdown has direct impact on the volume of exports. But that is not to say that I am in a way justifying the fall. I am only trying to understand the reasons. So once global economy picks up, domestic economy picks up, obviously these figures will change. But for exports to grow, the international economy, the economic cycle of slowdown also has to reverse a little.
Yeah, that gentleman there.
Yeah. Sir, you mentioned that the country is not satisfied with 7.5 to 8% growth rate. So as the finance minister of the country, what is your dream growth rate?
You see, I think India has a potential to touch a double-digit growth. And therefore, to reach that potential, what is it we require? I think India must realize that it is their opportunity. There are competing economies in the world which are not exactly doing so well. You can be the natural recipient of a lot of international investment. Our own decision making has to be quick and fast. And therefore, if it takes us 2003 to 2014 to pass the insurance law, if it takes us from 2006 to 2015 to decide on the GST policy, we don't send the best signals globally. Therefore, when we obstruct, we must realize that it is eventually that journey to 10% that we are obstructing. And therefore, when my friend Ravindra Singh asked that question, I have no hesitation in repeating what I have already said. The principal opposition party has positioned itself against growth and development. They must reconsider their position in terms of the damage that they can do.
Yeah.
अरुण जी, सवाल इधर से सर, अखिलेश शर्मा एनडीटीवी से।
मोदी सरकार दो बड़े वादों पर आई थी, भ्रष्टाचार और महंगाई। भ्रष्टाचार पर आपने कहा कि पिछले 1 साल में काफी हद तक काबू पाया गया है। महंगाई के मोर्चे पर इस सरकार ने क्या किया है?
देखिए, महंगाई के मोर्चे पर आंकड़े अपनी कहानी स्वयं सुनाते हैं और उसमें कंज्यूमर प्राइस इंडेक्स और होलसेल प्राइस इंडेक्स दोनों कम हुए हैं। ये कमी जो है, एक कारण स्वाभाविक है कि तेल की कमी की वजह से भी कमी आई है, लेकिन तेल के अतिरिक्त फूड प्राइसिंग में भी और कमोडिटी प्राइसिंग का भी एक इंटरनेशनल इंपैक्ट है। फूड का जो मैनेजमेंट हुआ है पिछले 1 वर्ष में, उससे भी कीमतें नियंत्रण में रही है। इसका जो अपवाद है, वो अपवाद होता है कि जो साइक्लिकल इंक्रीजेस कई बार हो जाते हैं। किसी 1 महीने में सब्जी का हो सकता है, किसी 2 महीने में पल्सेस का हो सकता है, लेकिन वो साइक्लिकल है, वो पैटर्न नहीं है। और इसलिए इन्फ्लेशन कंट्रोल इस सरकार की एक पॉजिटिव अचीवमेंट रही है।
राहुल 72
questions. One is regarding the fact that you have done a lot, as you have told us, almost everybody, we know about it. There have been policies, and you have also said several times in the last few years that policies and legislations don't win elections. You have done a lot as far as economics is concerned. Will you like to do some kind of political course correction as far as economics is concerned? One. And second, when it comes to FDI and multi-brand retail, should I, as an investor, look at the BJP policy of no to FDI and multi-brand retail, or the government policy which is still existing on paper?
You see, you are absolutely right. Good governance always has to be blended with clever politics. And therefore, we are conscious of this. It is for this reason that our party has been extremely active in forging alliances wherever necessary, expanding social bases, expanding membership. And therefore, we are conscious of even our past experiences, and we've learned on that basis. I think the investor is cleverer than both you and me. And therefore, he looks at everything, including his own prospects, before he invests.
Here, 24, here.
So, you have to say about the controversial statement made by ministers. Like yesterday, Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi said that those who want to eat beef should go to Pakistan. Don't you think that these kind of statements taints the image of...
देखिए, इतने बड़े देश में लोगों का अपना लहजा होता है, और इसलिए मुझे नहीं लगता कि हमारे शासन पे या हमारी नीतियों पे ऐसे बयानों का असर पड़ता है। लोगों को अपनी जिम्मेवारी भी समझनी चाहिए, ये तो स्वाभाविक है, और प्रधानमंत्री जी ने इसको बार बार कहा है। ये दूसरी बात है कि आपके चैनल्स के ऊपर इन स्टेटमेंट्स का अपना आकर्षण बन जाता है।
46, प्रशांत।
सर, प्रशांत हूँ एबीपी न्यूज से। अभी कुछ दिन पहले आरबीआई गवर्नर रघुराम राजन ने एक बयान दिया है। उन्होंने कहा कि जो उम्मीदें लगाई गई थी मोदी सरकार से, वो अव्यवहारिक थी। क्या सरकार भी ऐसा मानती है कि उनसे कुछ अव्यवहारिक उम्मीदें लगाई गई हैं नरेंद्र मोदी से?
मुझे लगता है कि सरकार से जो उम्मीदें लगाई थी वो व्यवहारिक थी। इस देश ने जो इस देश के विपक्ष से उम्मीदें लगाई थी वो अव्यवहारिक निकली है।
Yeah, lady there.
Sir, inflation has come down. Common man and industry both, they're looking for some respite on interest rate front. Can we expect something? What?
You have asked a very good question, but to the wrong person.
But do you think it's time for interest rates to start
My
moving
views
down?
are well known. It is.
Yeah, 29 here, please. 1 minute, please hold on. We'll come back to you. Yeah.
Sir, it is Ujjwal. It's Ujjwal from Newsrise. Sir, as in your introductory remark, you said that NPAs have gone down in March quarter to 5.2%, but still it is very high, it's ever 5%. Recently, RBI governor said that the banks are overexposed to infrastructure projects. So how do you see the road ahead? How do you...
See, I am, let me clarify. When I said from 5.64 it has come down to 5.2, I would take it as only an initial indicator. Because at times when you are trying to revive the economy, some indicators can always be patchy. They can be one indicator and next month you can have another indication. So I am not drawing any final conclusion from this. If this pattern continues over 2-3 more quarters, then I will...
तो वित्त मंत्री अरुण जेटली मोदी सरकार के 1 साल पूरे होने पर सरकार की उपलब्धियां गिनाते हुए, लेकिन इस बीच पत्रकारों के सवालों का जवाब देते हुए एलजी केजरीवाल विवाद पर उन्होंने कहा कि जो अधिसूचना जारी की गई है उससे स्थिति साफ हो गई है। एलजी के अधिकार और ज्यादा स्पष्ट उसमें बताए गए हैं और ऐसा इसलिए किया गया है कि कोई भ्रम में ना रहे, इसलिए ये अधिसूचना जारी की गई है।
1 minute, please hold on, please hold on.
Mr. Jaitley, Hina from NDTV Profit. I wanted to ask you 2 questions. One, on that fuel subsidy. Now, the companies will have been given a free hand to decide as far as the subsidy is concerned. Like, government is going to bear the entire thing. So what's that threshold level that you are targeting as far as crude oil is concerned? Because last year it did benefit you, but now there has been a rebound in the prices. Second, on one hand, your government is being labelled as a suit boot ki sarkar, which is...
Madam, I'll just interrupt you. I have seen very interesting comments. The first set of comment I see is that you are pro-corporate. So the government is pro-corporate. The next day I see the same newspaper writing the corporates are anti-government. So I think those in this stage must now make up their mind as to what the actual position is.